Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Gordon's Browns going up against Jones's Raiders. Now let's go to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 8 matchup.
Raiders, Browns, coming up here on EA Sports. The temperature already dropping here in October as we get set for today's matchup.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms here on the scene, getting set for kickoff. Phil, it's all yours before we get the game started.
Thank you, Jim. I'll tell you, this is what I like about this game today. These teams don't like each other. When you have teams that don't like each other, that usually means we're going to see a physical football game. And in the NFL, when it gets really physical, it's fun to watch.
The Raiders are back deep, waiting to return the kick. And Billy Cundiff looks ready to get this one underway.
They'll take it at the 20.
At quarterback, the young man, there's been a lot of buzz around him at 6'3" out of Fresno State, Derek Carr. First down coming up. McFadden's handed the football. The tackle is made. Here's a look at how the Raiders' offensive lineup, one of the strengths of this offense, its ability this year to convert on third down, one of the best in the league. Second down coming up. McFadden's in the backfield, single back set.
The defense gets the sack. This defense is ready to pounce here early in this game. It's a third and long
Situation here. If I'm the quarterback now, third and long, I would be very cautious and conservative.
Third and long.
Pass is intercepted. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
From your defense, they take a chance, they get the interception. Not only do they do that, they return it a long way for the touchdown.
The Browns now will tack on the extra point.
The point after try is in the books.
No return as this goes for a touchback. The line. They come out in the dime package. They'll run it here. McFadden's brought down but has the first. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the
defense. A little credit here, but you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense going to have to put some weights in their pockets. They got to hang in there and make the tackle.
A gain of maybe 5. And here's the Browns defensive lineup. There they sit in the top 3 in the league against the run. The Raiders come to the line. Of course, plenty of pink on the field today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. The Raiders have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. McFadden and gains about 1.
Always important to know where you are in the football. Nice job.
Carr's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap.
1st and 10.
Carr's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact. Tremendous defensive play that time, making sure that pass was not completed.
That job is getting harder and harder, isn't it, for defenders to jar the football loose? Because just about anywhere you hit the receiver, it's illegal. But a good legal hit that time, it knocks the ball loose.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
Carr's going to take it from the gun.
Looking to the right side and throwing.
And sailing out of bounds. He'll be punting. He's got a chance to return this one. Brought down at the 26. Manziel's the man in charge of this offense here today. Last week he threw for over 250 yards.
First down here.
The handoff to Ben Tate. Max all over the ball carrier. Now that we've got a moment, let's look at the Browns offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times.
Second down here.
It's Tate in the backfield.
He makes the catch.
The Browns do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes 3rd down much easier.
The Browns trying to bounce back after last week's tough loss, and they're doing just that so far, winning in a close one.
Yeah, you hate that feeling after losing a close game, so you got to find a way to make that play so you don't have that same feeling you had after last week's game. This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Darren McFadden lined up in the backfield. To the ground. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Power running. A lot of teams there and pick up those tough yards.
On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Second down and 5.
Rubin's the one who made the big stop.
The Raiders offensive line, they had a bit for a loss of yards on the carry.
Offense lines up here. 3rd and 8.
He'll throw it over the middle. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL in obvious passing situations. Like this one on 3rd down. Can you hold up and protect your quarterback to give him time to make those throws? Well, the answer to this one right now is no.
Let's see what he can do here. And that's a gain of 10.
For the snap.
Tate's got it on the draw. That brings the play to an end. Here against opposing quarterbacks as a team ranking 4th in pass defense.
2nd and 6. Offense lines up here.
Has Gordon. The tackle's made and the first down is picked up.
Well, when you play in this cover 3 defense where 3 defenders are playing deep, that's great. You stop the deep passes, but who's going to stop the quick ones? Well, nobody. That's why the quarterback and receivers are having really good success throwing these slant patterns.
He's got a wide open alley. Count it. Touchdown.
We don't see a lot of them anymore because we have so many good tackling safeties in the NFL, but not this time. That long run goes for a touchdown. It was about the moves and the blocks down the field. Terrific job by the offense.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. First down. Madden on the screen. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Throw it to the open space. Let the receiver outrun the defensive back. Nice completion.
McFadden lines up in the backfield.
Second down and 10.
Has Jones. Jones takes the hit and is brought down.
Throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Leaps up and comes away with it.
Their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 35.
And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
Out of time and make the tackle. Good job that time by the safety.
We're through one quarter, and we'll take a short break as you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on offense here to start the second quarter. Now. Nickel formation for the defense here. And they are in on McFadden.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards.
Down on the way. Offense lines up here.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
It'll be a touchback. For now, as their offense heads onto the field.
Nickel formation here for the defense.
First down at the 20.
The handoff to Ben Tate.
An open lane. Six in the books.
How about the blocking up front? Lets the running back get in the secondary, and he is so quick and elusive. He avoids the tackles and takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Makes the PAT. The Raiders now have even more work to do to get back into this one. Scores 21-0.
Billy Cundiff ready for the kickoff.
Made right around the 25-yard line. Onto the field.
Split backfield here.
All right, here we go.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 25.
They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Darren McFadden lined up in the backfield. Catch made. Moore's tackled down at the 31.
The Raiders what they want on third, run or pass.
Offense lines up here.
Here we go. Hold on, baby. Alert. Hold on, baby. Alert.
The Browns lined up in the nickel.
Third down and 3.
And they are in on McFadden.
Moore, good job that time, finding his way and picking up a first down.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 40. They want to keep feeding him the football. Nice tackle.
Safeties down, the NFL have to cover like...
The defense comes out in the nickel.
Zebra. Hold on, baby. Alert. Zebra.
Carr standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver. Football loose.
Carr set. Empty backfield.
Third and 10. Trying to work that left side.
Ball's on the ground. And it's a takeaway.
He's brought to a halt.
Great job by the defense, forcing and recovering.
We have a review coming from the booth.
So now they're going to take a look at whether the knee was down before the ball came out.
Well, when we look at this, let's look when the knee hits the ground. And as we look at it, when the knee hits the ground, does he still have total control of the football? If you deem him to have total control, then it is not a fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This one had to be instigated by the folks upstairs. They challenged the call on the field, and in fact, it was the proper thing to do. The play is overturned. McFadden's lined up as the single back. Now first and 10. And the give to Darren McFadden. And they are in on McFadden.
Well, if you want, they're showing the strength he has in stopping that run.
The defense comes out on the dime. 2nd and 11.
Takes off with it.
That pass incomplete. Third down.
Carr's got everybody split out wide. Out of the shotgun formation. Has his target. Gilbert's there to make the tackle.
As a receiver, that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
They're setting up screen. And they are in on McFadden.
You're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone. Find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
2nd down, 4 to go.
And that's a gain of 9.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Goal line defense on the field.
Another running play.
Good piece of tackling.
Nothing too exciting here. Just
courage and toughness to stand up to them. So far they haven't. This defense, they better pick it up if they think they're going to stop this offense.
2nd and goal from the 1. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Jim, I just want to say this.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line.
3rd and goal from the 1. James brought down after picking up only a yard.
Take the minimum on your side.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. Runs it in for the touchdown.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and goal. He goes for it, and they get it.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Raiders will kick it away momentarily. They were able to capitalize on great field position following the fumble, and they'll be hoping the defense can help them out like that once more. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. Now, and their offense heads onto the field. Austin's lined up now as a slot receiver. First down and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Smith's is an animal on that play.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do.
Following the run. Tate's got it on the handoff. Into the open. Touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
The Browns just had a very dominating ground game on that last scoring drive. They picked up over 80 yards on the ground. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. At the 23. McFadden lines up in the backfield. First down at the 23. Set up screen. And that gains a few.
Well, they say arm strength is overrated in the NFL. I don't know who those people are. They don't know what they're talking about. It's a big part of playing quarterback. Look at that. He fires it in there in between the defenders for the completion.
Coming up at the half, it's the EA Sports Halftime Show, sponsored by Verizon.
Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. The Raiders come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Got the completion. And Hayden's in on the tackle.
Well, once again, we see why this quarterback's the big hit and still throws the football down the field.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Here's the handoff to Darren McFadden, and that's Reuben in on the stop.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. Gets it out for the completion, and Hayden's in on the tackle.
Completion, and they get a nice solid pickup that time.
First and goal from the 4. Handoff made. Breaks the plane. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us, and they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on first and goal for the touchdown.
The Browns about to receive the kickoff just before halftime. Perhaps they can do something with it to increase their lead. Currently scores 28-14. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. Out. Austin's going to get set in the slot for this snap. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. The Browns call a timeout. They're first.
they'll try over again on second down.
It's Tate in the backfield.
Hey, wide 20. Wide 20.
Miles Austin hauls it in. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with us. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down here after the completion. That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Wide 20.
From the gun.
And he's thrown to the ground.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime.
Wide 20.
Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Still on his feet, trying to escape the pressure, and there he goes, sliding to get away from the hit. Now, looking at third down.
It's Tate in the backfield.
They'll run it. Here's the handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Browns have leaned on the ground game to this point, and it's been big for them. Tate's posting big numbers, Phil.
I still think they'll be able to run the football, and here's why. The defense is worried about the passing game. When you're that worried about the pass, the running game is there, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
The punter awaits the snap. So that's going to do it for the first half. Browns are up here in this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back now at the first half. The Browns haven't had the same success as last week through the air. The Raiders' defense obviously has something to do with that and should be credited. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Early in the first, Carr is under fire and will throw the pick. Browns take advantage and return it for a touchdown, giving them an early lead. Late in the first, Tate's got great blocking here, and he'll go for the score. That puts them on top by 14. Browns have it early in the second. Tate's going to take off here, and he scoots into the end zone for his second TD. The Browns up now by 21. Raiders with the ball midway through the second. Moore's got the grab with fumbles here, and that connection will lead to a gain of 4 yards. Offense out now after the fumble. McFadden's going to look for space, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown, closing the gap to 14. Browns now late in the second. Tate's looking for room to run, and this two-play drive goes for a touchdown. Browns lead the Loons to 21. Staying late in the half. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 23-yard line. Still late in the first half, this run stays up the middle here, and he'll go in for the score. The Raiders down by 14. And with that, we'll head back now to Cleveland, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Janikowski ready now to get the second half underway. Catches it at the 6 and begins the return. Gilbert's met at the 23.
It's Tate in the backfield. And here we go, the first snap of the second half.
And he's forced to the ground.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
Manziel lines up in the pistol. The give. Browns there to take him down. The Browns have shown off a big-time running game today. Tate's been the one finding ways to get into the end zone.
Yeah, to run the football into the end zone, you need persistence, you need patience, and you need a great effort by everybody on the offensive side, and they have had that so far here today.
The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Miles Alston hauls it in.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. 3rd and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
All set to punt here. And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Raiders with an empty backfield look here. Carr's got it in the gun. The defense gets a sack.
Caught everybody off guard, and he gets a sack on the QB.
Darren McFadden will run with it. Left side. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
Jim, sooner or later.
This play was a run. 3rd down coming up. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Third and long. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
Fair catch this time. Their next series, take it here from the 30. Tate's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. The Browns will take the snap from the 30. Picks up about 2. The Browns have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Tate's been absolutely brilliant and almost impossible to bring down.
What a dominating performance by this offense today, just coming out and out-hitting the defense, giving the running back opportunity.
Unstoppable.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
380. 380.
1st and 10. The catch is made, and he'll step out of bounds.
I'm not going to disagree with the spy on the defensive side that time, but when you do that, just remember, it's easier for the quarterback to throw the ball down the field and get completions.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Will go ground. Good for only a yard.
Offside. Defense.
The defender got caught in the neutral zone right there. That'll cost him 5.
Yeah, he's a little too anxious. You know, all these defenders, they got one thing in common. You know what that is? They hate quarterbacks. They want to get there. A little too nervous there. Gets him caught in the neutral zone.
First down at the 29. Lewis is taking the handoff. There's a flag out. That picks up 7.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
Lewis going to secure the handoff. Touchdown! What a run!
That was a nice job that time by the offense, driving down for the touchdown to increase their lead. That really takes a lot of pressure off the defense.
It's good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. And a touchback. The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field for their next drive. McFadden's lined up in a single back formation. Scrambling out of the pocket. Throws to the right. Incomplete. Failing to complete that one. So second down here. James is in the backfield. Gets the handle here. Got a flag. And James is marked down at the 27.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
He stacked up at that point.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. McFadden's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Just a quick drop back. Looking across the middle. Carr's off the mark there. Incomplete.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Third down and 7. And he's taken down.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
They'll mark him at the 28.
Well, the best thing we can say about that punt return, well, he didn't fumble the football.
Manziel set in the pistol. The Browns take it from the 28. And now here's the handoff. Kevin Burnett able to bring him down.
Tate's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
That leads us to second down. Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third time. Space to work, and now he'll slide. Third down now. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel. Dropping back now into the shotgun. On his way. The 30, the 20, the 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
How about this get? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job to find him. He throws it down there, and he gets the easy touchdown.
And the point after is good. The Browns will take their spot on the bench after contributing to the cause, especially via the passing game, over 60 yards by the air. Moore's going to test the coverage this time, and he's brought to the ground. The Raiders are set now for their next possession. McFadden's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. In the end, it picks up only a yard. The running game has been going in opposite directions for these teams today, Phil, but it's still a tight game.
Yeah, Jim, simple on the offensive side. Do whatever you have to do to make it work. If you're running it well, stay with it. On the other side, you got to find ways to deceive the defense. Change up. If you do that, your chances of success, they go way up.
And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
1st and 10. Michael James got a big lane.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
And he's intercepted. That'll stop the play right there.
Kruger is such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
Manziel's going to take it from the gun. They're going to get him here for a sack. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be 2nd down. He'll take the snap, the first here in the 4th quarter. And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker. On the way, 3rd down. Offense lines up here. Out of the gun. He's into the open, and now he'll slide. Looking ahead, the Browns will be playing at home next week, while the Raiders will be on the road in Seattle. First down coming up. Two tight ends on the field here. The handoff to Ben Tate. Woodson's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Second and 10. Makes the reception and gets the first down.
Once again, this offense in the red zone. This defense has been awful all day long. Can they bow their necks a little and show a little toughness and maybe stop them this time?
Offense lines up here. 1st and goal. They'll go ground, and he'll go to the left. And Rodgers in on the tackle.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Nickel formation for the defense here. 2nd and goal from the 7. Tate's going to take the handoff now.
When you get 3rd and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
They've come out in the dime package. 3rd and goal from the 10. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on 4th down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board.
The kick is good.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
Taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. It's 1st down as they head to the line. Carr set, empty backfield. Carr's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Makes the catch. They bring him to the turf.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown. Well, that basic slant route, Jim, it's thrown and caught. It doesn't get a first down, but it was really well executed. The offensive line gave the quarterback time and sight lines so he could put the football on target.
Nickel formation here for the defense. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. The Browns haven't forced many turnovers this season, but today they're having a big outing. And it's easy to see why they're winning because of it.
Yeah, I like what they're doing on the defensive side. They are hustling so much. And when you hustle, you get more defensive players around the football, and that's how you cause turnovers.
Second down following that incompletion. The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. Reaches out and grabs it. He'll pick up 7 this time.
Nice job by the quarterback. Nobody open down the field. He throws it short. It does not get a first down, but it sure makes third down a lot easier.
Offense lines up here. Carr's back in shotgun formation. Has to extend for that one, and he's got it. And a flag is down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's a face mask call, and of course from now on it's 15 yards no matter how you slice it. They don't even have to interpret it anymore. The severity of it, it's a big penalty.
Yeah, it is a big penalty. You know, one thing, you know why we see a lot of face mask penalties in the NFL now? It's because players tackle too high. Get your arms around the waist. Go down low to make those tackles, and you wouldn't get those face mask penalties. Lots of ways to attack cover two. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
McFadden. And they are in on McFadden.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
The defense comes out in the nickel. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Throws the pass. On the money. And that gains 1. The offense is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. Quick drop back. Getting away from the pressure. Gain maybe 5.
Well, when you get down here this close, you got to be tough, big, and strong to get into the end zone. That time, he falls a couple inches short.
This long drive continues. First and goal. The defense gets the sack.
You got to be quick and decisive when you're down near the goal line and you're throwing the pass as a quarterback. That time he was not, and he takes a huge sack.
Second down now. Marching down the field and taking their time. Handoff, taking it up the middle. Tackles made.
Well, it's been an awful day. They're getting blown out, but they're down here near the goal line. If they can put 7 points on the board, well, it might make them feel a little bit better.
Play number 12 coming up for the offense. Play after play after play here on this drive. What a drive this has been. 3rd and goal from the 3. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Well, even though if you score here late in the game down here near the goal line, it's not going to change the outcome, but it does give you a little confidence, and maybe next week you'll be in the same situation to maybe win the game.
From the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. And it's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'll just say this, Jim, when you're a gambling football team, you're willing to go for it on 4th down, even though you're losing in the second half and you don't get it. You just got to deal with a little bit of adversity and hope your defense can go out there and stop the other team's offense.
Now 1st and 10. It's wide open. Another touchdown to increase the lead. And again, we look at the drive summary, and we have to keep an eye on that record now for most rushing touchdowns in a single game.
Well, if it's okay with you, I'm going to keep both of my eyes on it instead of that one single eye. But look, it is an outstanding day running the football, and the way they're moving up and down the field, I think he might have a chance to get that record. But so far, fun to watch.
Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Raiders ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22. The Browns come out in the nickel. Carr's got it in the gun. He has the grab.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Looks to his left. Finds his mark. He's brought down. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. First down following the long play. Out of the shotgun. Reaches out and snatches it.
The offense has a chance to get a little confidence here. They're in the red zone, even though they're being blown out and it's late. Try to score that touchdown. Build upon it so you can be a better team next week.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Carr's going to take it from the gun. Oakland, touchdown.
Raiders.
Well, the offensive line did it all on this drive, didn't they? Here it is on first and goal. Nice job of pass blocking, and the quarterback finds the open receiver for the touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. And Holmes is going to run this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down here. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. And history is made right here as he now owns the single game rush yardage record. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. When you see a losing streak like this and it's continuing to grow, how in the world do you deal with it?
It's tough to deal with. What happens is the players sit around the locker room and start saying, well, you know, the coach won't be here next year. It's his fault. Well, the coach is sitting in his office going, it's the players' fault. They won't be here next week. They better find a way to win a game.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.